All right, get your trusty I'm a Pesach Maven packet. We're gonna show you before each step how to fill it out, filling in the blanks, and then we'll show you how to conduct that step of the Seder.
Step 1, Kaddish. We make Kiddush on the first cup of wine. Just like every Shabbat and Jewish festival, we begin the Passover Seder by making Kiddush on a cup of wine or grape juice. We overflow our cup and we hold it in our right hand as we make the blessings. You could find the shortened version in your packet and the full version of Kiddush in your Haggadah. Essentially, it's the blessing of Borei Pri Hagafen. Do not forget, after we finish making the blessing, we sit down, lean to the left, and drink the whole cup without pause.
Step 2, Orchatz. We wash our hands without a blessing. This is one of the steps that's actually done partially just to arouse the curiosity of the children. Take the cup, fill it up. Wash 3 times on your right hand, 3 times on your left hand. This time, we do not make a blessing.
Step 3, Karpas. Take a small piece of onion or potato and dip it into salt water. Karpas is the vegetable that you could find on the left side of your Seder plate. It might be a potato, it might be an onion. We take a small portion of it and we dip it into salt water, and we make the blessing Borei Pri Adama, as you could find printed in your packet. This is the first of the 2 dippings that we do on the night of Pesach, the night of Passover, and we actually ask about this in the 4 questions of the Manishtana. Do you know why we use salt water? It reminds us of the tears that our ancestors shed while in the land of Egypt.
Step 4, Yachatz. Take hold of the middle of the 3 matzot and break it into 2. Hide the bigger half to be eaten later as the afikoman. This step, as we have 3 matzot under the Seder plate, we're going to take the middle one of those 3, ideally all these 3 should be full, and we are going to break it in half. It's obviously not going to break exactly in half. The larger half gets put away in a bag, in a napkin for later, and this one becomes the afikoman. Some people like to hide this one. The smaller half gets returned amongst the other 3 as we continue the Seder. You can also find a really cool fact to share with your family on this one from your Seder cards.
Step 5, Magid. Fill up the 2nd cup. Children recite the Manishtana, the 4 questions. We now fill up our 2nd cup of wine or grape juice, and this is your moment. You stand up and you say the Manishtana, the 4 questions. They are printed here in your packet. After the 4 questions, we continue reading the Haggadah, which is the story of our slavery in Egypt and how Hashem took us out with all the miracles to our freedom. At the end of saying the story, we then make the blessing on the 2nd cup of wine, and we drink it while leaning to the left.
Step 6, Rachza. Wash hands, but this time with a blessing. Here we go, washing our hands again. Take the cup, fill it up. Wash once again. 1, 2, 3 on the right hand. And then 1, 2, 3 on the left hand. We're gonna dry our hands. As we dry our hands, we say the blessing, Al Natilat Yadayim, as you have it right here in your card.
Step number 7 and 8, Motzi Matzah. We say the blessings, and then we eat the matzah while leaning to the side. Motzi and matzah. Now we grab hold of all 3 of the matzahs. We have the top one, the middle one that's broken, and the bottom one. And we make the blessing, Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz, which is printed in our packet. Drop the bottom matzah. So now you're holding the top matzah and the broken matzah. And we make the blessing, Al Achilat Matzah, also printed in your packet. You take off a half of each of the matzah, so half of the top matzah and the middle matzah, and you eat it while leaning to the left. There's also another fun fact that you can share with your family, printed here on the bottom of this page.